What's up, you guys? I'm here with a new video today. I'm here to bring you guys the top 4 Ramsgate regional deck profile. Of course, it is Gravekeepers. This really got my attention. I first want to give a shout out to my friend Lewis on Facebook. He was kind enough to send me the deck list for this deck. Everyone knows I've always been an avid Gravekeeper fan. I just wasn't sure how well the new support would go with the meta, but seeing this deck top is really cool. One thing that caught me by surprise is the fact that it is running 43 cards. Most decks these days won't even dare go over 40. 41 is pushing it for a lot of people. So it was interesting to see that Josh decided to play 43 cards. They told me that the reason was that he just really didn't want to cut any of the cards, and I mean, everyone's free to do what they want. And a lot of people are going to say, "Why would you run 43 cards in this deck?" Blah 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 blah. But he got the regional top, and all the credit goes to him. So congratulations to you for topping with Gravekeepers. I'm just going to get in the list for you guys, and just anything else that he wanted me to mention. So for the main deck, for the monsters, we have one Effect Veiler, one Gravekeeper's Assailant, the Triple Commandant, only 2 Descendant. One of the Gravekeeper Heretic. This surprised me. This card, at first glance, everyone thought was going to be like the best Gravekeeper to ever come out, but it does not get any effect from Necro Valley, so it will stay at 1800. But I guess he used it for rank 4 spammage and an additional target if he ran out of targets in the deck. But it's a cool card. Two of the new Gravekeepers Nobleman. This is the card I thought was going to be broken, but wasn't. The card's still decent. Its requirement in order to set Spy is kind of hefty. Like they have to destroy it with an attacking monster, and I mean a lot of people are going to say that happens a lot, but also a lot of people use effects to pop stuff, so it could make this card not get its effect. But I do like this card, and I'm glad he decided to run it in the deck. When I first saw this card, I thought I would run 2 as well, so I'm glad to see that the ratio was pretty accurate. 3 Recruiter and the 3 Spy. On to the spells, we got 1 Book of Moon and the 2 Gravekeepers Steel, triple MST, the triple Necro Valley, the triple Pot of Duality, and the 1 Royal Tribute. On to the traps. There's always a lot of traps in Gravekeepers. We got the 1 Bottomless, the 1 D Prison, the 1 Compulse, the double D Prison, the double Fiendish Chain, triple Imperial Tombs with Necro Valley, aka the Infernity Barrier. This card really did change the deck because the deck could answer a lot of problems, but sometimes there were things that you just couldn't respond to, and the fact that it's a counter trap is pretty cool. A lot of people weren't a big fan of this card based on its requirement, but the way Gravekeepers play, you're always going to have Necro Valley on the board, and you're always going to have the Gravekeepers, so I like this card a lot. 2 Mirror Force, 1 Seven Tools of the Bandit, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Torrential Tribute to round out the main deck. On the side deck, he's got 1 copy of Effect Veiler, 1 Fencing Fire Ferret. He wanted me to mention that this card was one of the MVPs in his side deck. He would set this card against decks like Mermail and Fire Fist, and they would assume that it was a Gravekeeper Spy, so of course the motive is to pop it before it can flip, but it would be a Fencing Fire Ferret and it would kill the bear or Pike or whatever was trying to use the effect to pop it. So really cool card. He runs a 2nd copy of Gravekeeper's Assailant. This card's really good against decks like Boojins and Fire Fist because once you tilt them to defense, they're pretty much powerless to do anything. I mean, Boojins have Turtle, that's true, and I mean they do have Hair, but with Necro Valley on board, you're just going to win anyway. So Gravekeeper's Assailant single-handedly will shut them down. So 2nd copy is really cool. 1 Gravekeeper Shaman, 2 copies of Max C, and 1 Thunder King for the monsters. On to the spells, we got 1 Dark Hole, 1 Messenger of Peace, 1 Mind Control for the traps, 1 Black Horn of Heaven, 1 Debunk, 2 Light Mirror, 1 Soul Drain. On to the extra deck, 2 Synchros, we have Allied Justice Catastor and Armades. Keeper of Boundaries, I really like Armades. Armades is amazing against Boojins. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Direwolf, 1 Downerd Magician. Spellbook's running this deck. Any deck that runs Spellcasters can run this card. This card's amazing. Brings out a beater. It's awesome. 1 Cowboy, 1... I'm not sure if he ran Kachikochi. I have to double check the list, but I'm pretty sure it was 1 Kachikochi, 1 Leviair the Sea Dragon, 1 Maystroke, 1 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Master Key Beetle, 1 Crazy Box, one Zen mains and one Zen Meister. Zen Meister is in there because you're able to do cool tricks with Spy, so this card's pretty cool. But anyways, that is the top 4 Ramsgate regional deck profile. Once again, the player's name was Josh Traylor. Congrats to you for using Gravekeepers and playing a deck that a lot of people wanted to see do well, and doing it your own way, going against the norm and not running a 40 card deck, deciding to keep cards in because you genuinely like them. I really like that in players because they're not going to go with the norm just to be all the same. They like to be different, and I'm glad to see that something besides Fire Fist and Mermail and Gear and everything else that's boring in this game right now is topping, because people are tired of it. And next format, there's going to be another deck everyone's tired of. Hell, it could be this deck for all we know, but it's cool to see Gravekeepers still making an appearance at events and doing well. So that's all I got to say, you guys. Leave your comments below. Please don't bash on this deck profile for the fact that he ran 43 cards. It's pretty irrelevant. He did get the top. He did do well, and all the credit goes to him. So aside from that, let me know what your guys' thoughts are, especially on the support and the inclusions of cards like Heretic, Nobleman, and of course the trap card's pretty amazing. But that's all I got to say, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If anyone else wants to send me some deck profiles from any of your regionals, if it's anything besides, I know my brother Vexia said this, we just don't want Mermail and Fire Fist. I like Gear, I'll do Gear because I like Gear. Anything but Water and Fire Fist will profile, because let's face it, Water and Fire Fist, they all look the same. So it's cool to send us unique stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.